Yes. Page 89. So yesterday, no, it's the day before yesterday. So we were talking about the effect of changing the data, okay? The effect of on the range, on the interquartile range and the standard deviation when we add a number to each of the data, or when we subtract the same number from each of the data, or when we multiply the same number to each of the data, and so on, okay? And then the range, interquartile range, and the standard deviation, if it is add or subtract number to every data, then the range, interquartile range, and SD will not change, okay? Because the dispersion does not change, okay? 即係大家一齊加10分嘅話咧，我哋係冇改變到個差異嘅，呢一組數據嘅差異嘅 ，OK？ 只不過大家嘅數值係大咗咁解啫，個差異冇大到嘅。但如果大家一齊乘大2倍嘅話咧，每兩個之間嘅差異本身係相差1，但係乘咗大2倍之後咧，會變咗相差2嘅喎。咁嘅時候咧，咁就係個差異係大咗啦。咁所以個 range 啊、interquartile range 同埋 SD 咧，咁都係會相應地變大咗2倍咁解嘅。OK？ 好啦，咁我做呢啲題目睇下佢會點樣出啊？呢啲都係真係會出嘅題目嚟嘅，即係真係喺 DSE 會出嘅題目嚟嘅。OK？So number 2. The range, interquartile range, and the standard deviation of a set of data are 144, 75, and 26.1 respectively. 好，呢度所講咧，即係話 the original range. Okay, so let me call this R. Original range is 144. Original interquartile range Q is 75. And original.
Sir， 我哋第一題做咗啦咩？
係咪做咗啦？
好似未做。
係啊，未做啊。
未做嘅。
係咯，第一題未做啊，未啊。
我添 ，sorry 啊。
即係啊。
咁我做咗第2題先啦，好嘛？為你講開，轉頭先至去翻第1題啊，好唔好 ？OK，sorry 啊，點解我會覺得自己講咗一題嘅 ？OK，never mind。Sorry 啊。Oh, so the original standard deviation is equal to 26.1. Okay, so these are the original values, and now I want to change the set of data. Okay, in part A, each datum is divided by 3. Each datum is divided by 3. 嗱，呢一度咧，我想教大家一個懶深奧嘅寫法。OK， 點解我要教埋大家咧？因為通常啲 MC 嘅題目咧。佢係會咁樣寫嘅，即係懶深奧咁樣寫，係啦，懶深奧得唔得？咁咧，即係我意思咧就係咧，嗱，叫 original 啊 ，original set of data， 用一個大括號咁樣，我叫 x1、x2， sorry x2、x3 up to xn。OK， 即係話咧，原本個 set 嘅數據咧，就係有 n 個數據嘅。第一個數據嘅數值咧係叫做 x1， 咁係未知數嚟嘅，但係亦都唔需要理佢嘅，完全唔需要理佢。我先所講咧係懶深奧嘅啫，得唔得？即係懶係用啲符號嘅啫。OK， 咁但係真係會咁樣出嘅，所以大家要即係熟習呢啲咁嘅符號。好啦，嗱，跟住咧，我想講咧 ，original 就係咁樣啦。如果係 part A 嘅話咧，個 each datum is divided by 3， 佢會點樣寫咧？每一個 data 咧都係除3嘅，係嘛？除以3。咁所以咧個 new set of data 原本嗰粒 x1 係咪變咗做 x1 divided by 3？ And then the original x2 becomes x2 divided by 3, and then x3 becomes x3 divided by 3, and so on up to the last one. Xn becomes xn divided by 3. OK？ 嗱，你要識嘅嘢，我想問我咁樣寫，大家都 get 到嘅意思啊？即係題目話俾我聽，每一個 data 係divided by 3， 我就寫到呢啲咁嘅嘢出嚟，大家都 get 到我。但係咧題目即係真正嘅 DSE 題目，佢會點樣問咧？佢唔會俾呢一句文字你嘅，佢唔會俾呢一句文字你，佢會俾 original， 佢會俾 original， 會俾個 new 嘅你，你自己要 get 到其實佢對每一粒 data 做咗啲乜嘢嘢。OK， 你自己要 get 到其實佢對每一粒 data 係 divided by 3呢樣嘢，明唔明白？呢度即係你要有呢一樣，即係你要觀察到新嘅係點樣由舊嘅去到計出嚟嘅。呢一個嘅計法就係只不過係將舊嘅每一粒都係除以3咁解嘅啫。OK， 得唔得？所以咧，如果佢俾個符號呢一紮符號你嘅話咧，你就要自己可以諗到呢一句嘅文字啦。OK， 呢一句嘅文字即係做咗啲乜嘢嘢。好啦，跟住咁，但係你嗱，其實個難度就係呢一度嘅啫，你要認得出佢做咗啲咩嘢。OK， 但係真正計算嘅時候咧，其實好簡單嘅啫。每一粒 data 都除以3嘅話咧，咁個 new range is equal to the original range divided by 3， 係嘛？如果係乘除嘅話咧，乘除你就要跟翻佢對每一粒 data 做嘅嘢，去到做喺嗰3個 range 啊、interval range 啊、SD 身上。OK， 但係如果係加減嘅話咧，記住個差異係冇改變嘅，得唔得？所以而家呢度咧 ，the new range should be the original range divided by 3. Original range is 144, right? So the new range should be equal to 144 over 3. That is equal to 48. Okay, and then the new interquartile range IQR is equal to the original IQR divided by 3. Okay, and then the original IQR is 75. After dividing by 3, the answer will be 25. Got it? And then the new SD, new standard deviation, SD, is equal to the original SD, that is the sigma, divided by 3. And the original sigma is equal to 26.1, and then dividing by 3 is equal to 8.7. Yes. Am I correct? Okay, so that is like this， 得唔得？真正要計嘅其實就好簡單嘅啫，你只要記住呢3樣嘢。當你乘或者除同一個數啊，喺每一粒 data 都乘或者除同一個數嘅話咧，我哋呢3樣嘢 R 啊、Q 啊、sigma呢3樣嘢咧，都係相應地乘翻嗰個數或者係除翻嗰個數。OK， 好啦 ，Part B， 我借咗呢個嘢先。好啦，今次 Part B，each datum is increased by 40%。好啦，嗱咁我呢度咧，我都寫翻一次啊。Original set of data is x1、x2，sorry， 寫好啲先啊。x1、x2、x3 up to xn, okay? And then the new set of data, because each datum is increased by 40%, which means that the new x1 will be calculated by x1 times 1 plus 40%, right? The first data. And then the second data is x2 multiplied by 1 plus 40%. And then the x3 will be x3 times 1 plus 40%, and so on. And the last one becomes xn times 1 plus 40%. Okay? This is the new set of data. 請問呢一個位跟唔跟到？我咁樣寫，有冇同學跟唔到呢度？得唔得 ？OK， 得啊，因為呢個緊要嘅，得唔得？咁我哋化簡就好簡單啦，即係乘1加40% 嘅話咧，咁咪即係等於1.4 x1 1.4 x2, 1.4 x3 up to 1.4 xn。OK， 咁但係咧，我想你寫埋，其實對呢題係冇幫助嘅，對呢題冇幫助嘅，得唔得？但我想你去到熟習咗呢種寫法先啫。咁呢題我哋要做嘢係咩咧？我哋知道其實係每一粒 data 係咪乘咗相同嘅1.4倍俾佢啊？呢度都 get 到嗬？即係其實我哋呢一題咧嘅轉變 data 嘅轉變就係乘咗1.4，每一粒都乘1.4。咁嘅時候咧，個 new range is equal to the original range times 1.4. Okay, so that is 144 times 1.4, and that is equal to calculator 201.6, right? Okay, and then the new interquartile range IQR is equal to the original one times 1.4. Okay, so that is 75 times 1.4. That is calculator. So that should be 105. And then the new standard deviation will be equal to sigma times 1.4. That is 26.1 times 1.4. That should be 36.54. Okay, so that is how we can find the answer here. 好，請問呢題得唔得？得嘅話，俾我 like 或者係 clap， 或者 show 個 OK 手勢俾我。Good， good。唔得嘅舉手，唔得嘅舉手。邊個 step 唔得嘅就要舉手。OK， good。好，咁我去翻第一題啊。Let's go back to question number 1. So I'm going to clear the board. Let's go back to question number 1. So the range, the interquartile range and the standard deviation of a set of data are 12, 9, and 2 respectively. In each of the following, find a new range, new interquartile range, and new SD of the set of data. Original is x1, x2, x3 up to xn. And then the new, this time 9 is added to each data. 每一個 data 都加翻9，即係每人都加9分俾佢，係嘛？ So it becomes x1 plus 9, x2 plus 9, x3 plus 9, up to xn plus 9. OK？ 好啦，但係今次咧，我哋加咗9之後咧，記住我哋對個 range 對個差異係冇影響嘅，得唔得？即係佢哋之間相差幾多呢一樣嘢咧？一樣嘢個差異咧冇影響嘅，係嘛？所以呢個 new range is equal to the original range. That is 12. New interquartile range is equal to the original interquartile range. So that is equal to 9. And then the new standard deviation is equal to the original standard deviation. That is equal to 2. Okay? No change at all. 咁其實 part B 咧都一樣喎，係嘛？咁但係咧我都係想寫埋呢一個俾你睇嘅啫。Original set of data is x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Okay? And then new set of data. This time, what we have done on the data is 7 subtracted from each datum. Okay, so each datum is minus 7. So the first data becomes x1 minus 7, and then x2 minus 7, x3 minus 7, and so on. And then the final one is xn minus 7. Okay, but this time, so we do the same subtraction on each of the data. So it will not affect the dispersion. OK， 又係每人都減7分，係咪唔影響個差異？所以咧，我哋要嚟量度差異嘅嗰幾樣嘢都唔會有改變嘅。邊幾樣嘢啊？咪就係個 new range is equal to the original range。 that is 12. New interquartile range is equal to the original interquartile range, that is 9. And then the new standard deviation is equal to the original standard deviation, that is equal to 2. Okay? So these three things will not change. Okay? Open up middle. And then, so I'm going to clear the board. Anybody is not ready? Clear. Okay. So I would like to do number 3 with you together, and then I would like you to do number 4. Okay. So let us do number 3 together. So find the range, interquartile range, and the standard deviation of a set of data 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 14. 嗱，今次咧要自己揾啦。咁睇下考下大家記唔記得點樣揾咯喎 ？OK， the range and interquartile range. The range is largest data minus the smallest data. The range will be equal to 14 minus 2. So that is equal to 12. Okay, just like this. And then the interquartile range is equal to Q3 minus Q1. Okay, how to find the Q3 and Q1? You need to arrange the data in ascending order. Okay, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 14 is already in ascending order. 由細至大排好次序，中間劈一刀。OK， 中間位6個裏邊嘅中間位係咪劈中呢一個 ？This is Q2. This is the median. Okay, and then after cutting this line, the original set of data is divided into 2 parts. Okay, the smaller part and the larger part. For the smaller part, we have 3 data, and then we need to cut in the middle position. Okay, 排中間嗰個位係邊個位啊？係咪劈中啊3啊 ？Okay, so Q1 is equal to 3. And then how about Q3? For the larger part, again, we need to cut in the middle position. And this time, because there are 3 data, so the middle position will be exactly on the data 9. Okay, so 9 is equal to Q3, or Q3 is 9. Okay, so interquartile range, IQR, is equal to Q3 minus Q1, that is 9 minus 3. That is equal to 6. Okay, and then for the standard deviation, SD, you may use the calculator. Okay, 好，有冇同學已經唔記得咗點樣轉 SD mode 嗰啲嘢嘅？然之後輸入 data， 得唔得？然之後撳個咩 Shift to 2咁樣。我哋嚟一次咯，好嗎？Mode 4. So you need to change to SD mode first. SD mode. Okay? And then 記得清咗原本計數機嘅 data 先。記得唔好清走你自己嗰啲 program 啊。OK？ 睇清楚係 stat clear 啊。Shift 9 1 Enter. You get the data clear. Okay? And then you start entering the data. 第一個 data 係2，入 data 係撳 M 加嘅，記住。So 2 M plus 3 M plus 6 M plus 8 M plus 9 M plus 14 M plus. Okay, so there are totally 6 data. Okay? And how to find the standard deviation? It's by clicking Shift 2 and then 2 Enter. 靚數嚟嘅喎係嘛？係4嘅好似係嘛？係4。So standard deviation is equal to 4. Can you get this? Okay, good. Thank you. 嗱，撳機嗰啲你都幫我 check 下，得唔得？因為我有陣時都撳機咧，都唔係好理好多㗎啦。Okay. So standard deviation is 4. And then part B. Part B, using the results of A, find the range, the interquartile range and standard deviation of the set of data 6, 9, 18, 24, 27 and 42. 嗱呢度咧有另外一 set 嘅 data， 但係佢叫你揾個 range 啦 ，interquartile range 同埋 SD 啦，係嘛 ？OK， 咁但係佢唔係叫你由頭計過喎，佢叫你 using the results of part A 喎，咁你就要揾翻咧究竟呢一 set of data， 嗱我哋 original is 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 14, right? And then the new set of data is 6, 9, 18, 24, 27, and 42. You need to find out what is the relationship between the new data and the original data. 有冇一啲心水清嘅同學已經察覺到、洞悉到呢兩組數字之間嘅關係啊？點樣由舊嗰 set 嘅數字去到做咗一個乜嘢 step， 去到出到新嘅 set 嘅數字嘅，一對一咁樣出嘅，一定係即係2變6、3變9。3全部都乘3啊？冇錯啦 ，good。係咪每一粒 data 咧都乘大咗3倍啊？睇到我可呢度 get 到我可 ？OK， 咁即係話咧新嘅 set data 咧其實係2 times 3 and then 3 times 3。6 times 3, 8 times 3, 9 times 3, and 14 times 3. Okay? So each datum is multiplied by 3. Okay? We have done the same thing on every data, every original data. Okay? 好啦，記得一定要係每一粒都做同樣嘅嘢嘅喎。得唔得？好啦，咁即係呢度係每一粒都乘大3倍啦，係咪？我哋即係 scale up 咗佢啦。咁對個差異有冇影響㗎？係有喎 ，OK？ 淨係得加10分或者減10分先至冇影響嘅啫。乘大幾倍或者除細幾倍係有影響嘅。OK？ 咁所以咧，我哋就寫翻個影響出嚟啦。So the new range is equal to the original range times 3. Okay? Original range times 3. Okay, because can you see this? This is the original set of data. Original set of data is 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 14. And now I want to find the range, interquartile range and standard deviation of this new set of data, 6, 9, 18, 24, 27, 42. I need to find out the relationship between these two sets of data, but it should be 1 to 1, 2 to 6, 3 to 9, 6 to 18, 8 to 24, 9 to 27, 14 to 42. Okay? 嗱呢一個 step 咧要自己諗嘅 ，OK 得唔得？即係唔係話見到啲咩就做咩啦咁樣，呢度要自己諗到嘅，因為題都可能唔同嘅。但係咧即係其實出得去考試嗰啲嘅，即係出得考試嘅題目嘅時候咧，多數唔係全部都加一個數，加同一個數，或者減同一個數，或者乘大幾倍，或者除細幾倍。係呢幾隻嘅啫 ，OK？ So it's always adding the same number or subtracting the same number or multiplying by a same number or dividing by the same number, OK? So just need to think. 2, so how can we change the 2 to 6? How can we change the 3 to 9? And so on. But we need to do the change, do the same change on every single data, OK? So the only possible change will be times 3, right? We multiply 3 to each of the original data to get the new data. Can you see this? Okay, so this is what we need to think about. Okay. Okay, good. And then, so new range will be equal to the original one times 3. So that should be equal to 36. And then the new interquartile range should be the original one times 3. That is 18. And then the new SD will be the original one times 3. That is 12. Okay? So these are the answers. Can you get this? And up. So if you're okay, so I would like you to try to do question number 4 yourselves. Okay? So can you try to do number 4? I'll give you 3 minutes. You may also try to do question number 5 and number 6. Sometimes there will be more than one change. Okay, so you can multiply a number to each of the datum, and then you add another number to each of the datum. Okay, just do a two-stage changing. Okay. All right, let's check the answers for question number 4. So find the range, interquartile range, and standard deviation of a set of data. It's -2, 0, 1, 2, 7, 12, 15. So it is already arranged in ascending order. So we do not need to arrange ourselves. Okay. In part A, range is equal to largest datum minus smallest datum. So careful about the double negative. So it becomes 17. And then interquartile range. And we need to cut, okay? So there are 7 data, and we cut at the middle position. So that is 2. This is Q2. And then after cutting out the 2, then the remaining data is divided into 2 parts, the smaller part and the larger part. Okay? From the smaller part, we cut at the middle position. that is Q1. Q1 is 0. And then for the larger part, we cut at the middle position. That is Q3. Q3 is 12. Okay, so IQR is equal to 12 minus 0. That is equal to 12, like this. And then for the standard deviation, we use the calculator directly. Okay, remember to clear the statistics data. Okay, so enter the data -2, m plus 0, m plus 1, m plus 2, m plus 7, m plus 12, m plus 15, m plus. Okay, and then the standard deviation will be equal to 6. Nice number. Can you get the 6 yourselves? 得唔得？撳到個6出嚟。Okay. Finally, part B. Using the results of A, find the range, the interquartile range and standard deviation of the set of data. So the original is -2, 0, 1, 2, 7, 12, 15. And then the new set of data is 5, 7, 8, 9, 14, 19, 22. What is the change?
加7
Yes, very good. We add 7 to each of the datum, right? Can you see this? 得唔得？難唔難睇啊？呢度呢個都唔係太難啫，啲數字都好細嘅。So each of the datum is added by 7 to get the new set of data. 誒，但係如果係加同一個數嘅話咧，對個差異有冇影響咧？係冇喎，係嘛 ？OK， 每人加7分，對個差異係冇影響嘅。咁所以個 new range is equal to the original range. That is 17. New interquartile range is equal to the original interquartile range. That is 12. And the new standard deviation is equal to the original SD. That is equal to 6. Okay, so that is question number 4. Is there any problems? In好，有問題嘅舉手啊！好，冇嘅話咧，嗱，冇嘅話咧，我聽日咧會講多幾題即係有兩次改變咁樣嘅。咁聽日咧好似係有個 double lesson 嘅，咁我想同大家做少少咧 past paper 嘅 past paper。OK， 咁你哋
有冇 double lesson 喎？
聽唔到？聽日唔係 double 咩？
一堂啫嘛。
一堂嘅咋？係喎係喎，唔係你哋喎 double lesson。哎呀，咁應該得一堂就未必講到 past paper 啦。咁可能下個禮拜先講 past paper 啦。OK， 咁我可能會講多幾題呢啲咁嘅嘢嘅，得唔得 ？OK， 咁我下個禮拜先講 past paper 啦，咁樣。So if there is no problem, and I will end the lesson here. Okay, and you may leave now. Goodbye.